Ah. Here I am. I think. Hi, everybody. Here we are. I'm hoping, right? Yes. Am I streaming? Anybody hear me? Hi, Laura. No sound. Okay. I don't know how to fix that. What happened? Susan, it's me. What do you mean, what happened? No sound. Oh. No. Okay. Oh, you hear me, Laura? Hi, Ann. Hi, Ann. That's how good I'm. Hi, Peggy. Can you hear me now? Okay, here. Okay, Nancy, thank you. All righty. Oh, good. Thank you. Laura, don't do that to me. Ah! Okay. All right. So my hop was going to give you a tour. This is the scrap box dream box. And it took me about 3 years to pull the trigger on this monster because it's ridiculously overpriced. But, I talked myself into it. I said, I've been working since I was about 13, 14, babysitting at 50 cents an hour. And, I've worked at 34 years of teaching. And so I decided that I was going to pull the trigger and buy this baby. And I thought I had Laura as a mod. Okay, let me see. I can just tap Laura, right, and make her a mod? Add as a moderator. Is that all I have to do? Are you a moderator now? Is it that easy? Yes, that is that easy. Okay, I'm going to step back behind the camera. I did put a bra on, so I'm just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. I just put bra on. Anyway, so this is the scrap box, dream box, and it all falls up. This table goes up, and I had it up, and I took it down, and it's really heavy, and I'm really old, and I'm really weak. But anyway, it does, honest to God, it all folds up, and then it unfolds. It's like 36 inches wide, but when it's all open, it's like 9 feet. So I will open this for you. Ta-da! And it has a magnet that holds that open. Now, after watching everybody else's streams today, I realized that, wow, I'm a minimalist. And this opens up this way. And I will show you more of that when I get around to the camera. All right, I'm going to give you a little pan. I have my camera on a tripod. So that's one wing of it. This is the main part of it. And then this comes around like this is the other wing of it. And there's storage area down below. And I'm going to go like so. Don't get sick. It's not the Blair Witch thingy. But there is storage area down there. I'm going to bring you slowly up so you don't have to take your seasickness medicine. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know how else to do this. So I finally pulled the trigger on this, and it was quite the process because, when you order it, they're building it to order, and it's built in Utah. And when I told my son about this, and he's a Mormon, and he said, "Oh, that makes perfect sense because the Mormon ladies love their scrapbooking." And this was designed for scrapbookers. I'm not reading the chat, so you're all good? Laura, you keeping a good idea? Okay. And so it comes with these are called totes. And they're basically designed to hold scrapbook paper. And then you have the smaller totes, and you have these side totes, and there are 80 of them. 80 of them. So it finally arrived. It took about, I guess, about 2 weeks for them to build it, and I got notice that they were shipping it. And they made it very clear on their website that it was curbside delivery only. And I was thinking, well, what am I going to do if they drop it at the curb? How am I going to get it to the curb to my garage? And I was just like, and they made it, I mean, it was in capital letters, curbside delivery only. And I figured, well, my driveway is only, like, I don't know, 20 feet long. And I figured this is not going to be a big deal. And of course, you get that window of delivery, right? 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So I waited all day. Now, they also said that you had to live on a road where a tractor trailer semi would be able to turn around. Now, I live in a relatively small community, but fortunately at the end of my road is the parking lot that goes to the At Ease Club, because I live in a military retirement community. And at 5 to 5, the gentleman arrived. Old Dominion, and it was a tractor trailer, literally a semi. And he jumped out of the cab, and I greeted him with a bottle of ice cold water. And I said, "Oh my gosh, I am so happy to see you." And I turned to him and I said, "Would you mind bringing that into my garage for me?" And he looked at me like I had two heads. He said, "Of course I'm going to bring it into your garage." So, long story short, or short story long. Anyway, he brought it in on one of those big motorized lifter things. He brought it right into the garage. It's in a plywood box on a skid, bigger than a coffin. And he went down to the end of the road, turned around in the parking lot, and I waved him, and he honked his horn, and that was the end of it. I had hired a carpenter, the husband of a woman that I worked with at Holy Trinity, and he showed up the next day, and I worked with him, and we worked nonstop. And total, this is a skilled carpenter with me being the gopher, and it took 8 hours to put it together. And and it took me the next 2 days to move all of my craft stuff. This holds 90% of my craft stuff. So obviously I have not a lot of craft stuff, but it's certainly all that I need for what I do. And it's in my living room. I mean, I live in a small duplex, and the reason why it's in my living room is so I can look out at my backyard view, because I have a nice backyard view. I live on a beautiful pond, which is part of a golf course. So, any questions? No questions. Okay. I knew this was going to be a short video, and I told Mary that I really didn't have much about organizing, other than I spent the last 2 days. I mean, I have labeled stuff. Let me see if I can't move the camera a little bit closer, and maybe up a little. Maybe, I don't know. I have this. Well, let me go over here. Well, I'll just take my word for it. I have labeled a lot of stuff. Like over here, I have current projects, and I have all my oxide inks here, and I made a little cardboard thing for them. You see? So these things are very deep. They're well, basically, they hold a scrapbook pad of paper. And I made this shelf here. This is just cardboard that I put in with some brackets to give me some. You could buy that for extra, but I just put my own in. And I pretty much have everything. And I can shut the doors, like when my grandkids come to visit. I can close it all up, and it's never. I don't have it closed during the day, but I have my heat gun here. I have a power strip over here, and she made Jersey. I did mid. Yeah, Jersey's a mod. I see her in blue with a rack with the thingy, right? Okay. Whew. And I have a power strip down here, which you can't see, but it's down there. And I have a lot of junk down here, and I have my iPad here, and I have a computer here, and yeah, it's got everything. I've got stamps. I've got I got a lot of like Money of His Due. We have them in CD cases. That's pretty standard storage. And then you have these little ones, right? I have my little stamps in here. And I've got all my Timmy embossing things here. So it's pretty handy. Let's see, how many totes did you say? Someone asked how many totes? Yes. Oh, yeah, the totes come with it. Yeah, and I think in the original Dream Box, they were kind of like those cloth foldy ones. And in this newer version, they're very sturdy. They're very sturdy plastic. These are all my wooden stamps, right? This is it. And no, they're very, yeah, it comes with all of the totes. And it holds 80. If you added all of these up, it comes to 80 different. And then you have the storage on the doors. And that holds an enormous amount of stuff. And there are rods if you wanted to hang stuff, which I haven't really done. Let me just go over here real quick and I'll show you. You can see this. It also comes with all of these. There's like, I don't know, 15 or 20 of these that comes with it. And then there's a rod, and I just have some string. And I have some some of my paints here, and some punches. And then this I don't know if you can see this, but these are labeled with various things. And when I do my collage, I sort it by small, medium, and large. And I don't sort it by what it is, except for animals and large people. I find sometimes it's better just to stick my hand in the small, in the medium, and the large, and just throw it down and just go for it. So. Oh yeah, this is it is. And I'm no regrets. Let me put it that way. No regrets. The young man that put it together, his wife, I mean, I communicated with him through his wife, and she said to me, well, he charges $20 an hour. And I emailed her back, and I said to her, that's not enough. I've got to pay him more, because I know this is going to be a son of a bitch to put together. And we did have some unkind words, but I have to say, all the holes, anybody who's put together furniture, you know how frustrating it can be. Everything fit the way it should be. There are hinges upon hinges upon hinges because this holds an enormous, when these doors hold an enormous amount of weight. I mean, it's just there's magnets that hold them in place so they don't kind of flop in. And it really is beautifully designed. So how are we doing on time? So that's the Dream Box by Scrapbox Original. And again, no regrets. And I'm enjoying it. And it has 2 levels. The table can be raised up. And I sit on a stool. I have a stool on wheels. And so it works for me. I'm trying to read. We all good? Scrapbox. That's the name of the company. Scrapbox, and this is the Dream Box. They have smaller units. They have sewing units, and they have other types of units for people that sew. And but if you typed in the original Scrapbox, you would go to their website. It's it's pretty efficient, right? Are we ready for? I think Shelly's ready. I mean, I don't have anything else, and Shelly was kind enough to jump in early for me. And yeah, we can hop on over to Maui. I had I was very fortunate to spend a week in Maui many, many years ago and loved every day of it. So it was one of those experiences that I will never forget. All right. Scrapbook. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Close enough. So Laura's got the link for Shelly. And I think, if it all goes well, we will sail on over to beautiful Maui. And thank you, Shelly, for covering me on this. I knew this was going to be short because short and sweet, right? Thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you, Meri, once again for giving us youngins some internet exposure. I appreciate it so much. I really do. You guys are awesome. You inspire me every day, as you know. There's so many of you that give me inspiration. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Mary Beth. Thanks, Devin. You're awesome. You're all awesome. What a wonderful community we abide in, and we're thousands of miles apart, and we all have one love, and that's arting together. So thank you, Susan. Thank you all for coming. And we're going to hip hop over to Maui. I love all you guys too. And I'm not really a warm, fuzzy, wuzzy person, but I really mean that. I do. I mean, this community's meant so much to me. I'm going to sign off. I don't want to leave you in the dark, even though we're all good to go. Meri, is it good to go? I'm waiting for the commander of the ship. I mean, I could sing, but that would scare you all away. I mean, I can see this screen going black. I don't know what I would sing, but I think it's good. Okay. All right. Thanks, Laura. Thanks for being my very first mod. I tried to do that beforehand, but obviously I didn't do it right. So thank you again. And some of us have been up since 3:48 a.m. With Rosemary. And yeah, go figure. All right. Say good night, Gracie. Thank you. Good night, Gracie.